Hello everyone, and welcome to this video where I am going to break down the processes I'd recommend using for completing some of the more difficult activities in the Pitch Mini projects of your band notebook. Namely, the ones we're going to be working on here are figuring out the key of a song, figuring out the tonality of a song, and then learning the melody of a song by ear and performing it. So let's just jump right in here with figuring out the key of a song. Now, the key of a song is the pitch around which the song is based. This is very often going to be either the starting or the ending pitch, but it could also just be a pitch that is occurring a lot in the melody. You'll have to use your ears to figure out which pitch that is, so let's take a look at the steps I would like to go through. First, listening a lot to your song. The song I've decided to learn is the Super Smash Bros. Ultimate main theme. Take a listen. All right, so that's the melody that I want to learn on my trumpet. The first step is just to listen to that a lot, which is why I'd recommend a song that you love, a song that you already listened to a lot, a song that's stuck in your head. Once you've got that song stuck in your head and you've listened to it a lot and you're feeling good about how it sounds, be sure that you start to sing along. Now, the reason why I don't say to sing along all the time just while you're listening is because you can actually do a lot to build the ease with which you're going to be able to sing just by listening and trying to sing along in your head, something called audiating. If you audiate while you're listening, then when you start to sing, you'll notice that your pitch is a little bit better. So let me give this a shot. I'm going to try to sing along to this recording here. It may not be perfect, but I'm going to tell you what to do if it's not. All right, so I did pretty good there, but there were a couple of spots where I felt like I wasn't perfectly with the tune. So the first thing I'm going to do is make sure that my starting pitch is correct. So let's just listen here. Go back to the beginning. Okay, I've got the starting pitch. Now I'm going to break down this part into some smaller sections. Maybe I'll just do the first little bit. Do 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 do. Then I'll try to sing along out of time or at a slower tempo. Notice I wasn't really in any sort of tempo there. I was just singing the pitches. Do 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 do. Next, be sure that you're comparing back to the melody to see if you're right. Yeah. In time, you'll find that you're getting more and more accurate. Doing that with each section of your melody is going to make it so that you can sing the entire thing with accurate pitch. Also, this is part of why we're working so much on matching pitch during band class, because while we can't play our instruments in band, it is such an important skill for any musician to be able to sing and match pitch accurately. And this is why. So next up, you've got the notes together. You know the notes of the song, you can sing them. Now it's time to consider which notes the melody seems to be focused around. What notes are happening a lot? What is one of the first notes? And what is one of the last notes? So you already know what the first note is. We worked on that. We worked on singing it. Do, right? Maybe let's try that last note of that phrase. See if we can get there really quick here. Do, do, do. So those notes are actually octaves. It's like the first note in your scale and then the top note in your scale. So just from that alone, I can already say pretty confidently that that's probably what my key is going to be. All right, so next up is making a mental list of the notes that could be the key. So I'm thinking that that one's probably it, but maybe your song has a couple of other pitches that are similar or that could be the answer. Next step, hum each of these pitches that you made in your mental list along with the recording and ask yourself which one most often matches the melody. So I'm just going to sing that first pitch and see if it matches the melody.
Feel this torch, you get the cold in the night. Search your soul and bring awaken the undying core.
See what matches a lot? That tells me that that's probably my key, because it's almost always fitting with the notes of the melody. So next up is I'm going to hum the best fitting pitch and use a keyboard, a pitch pipe, or just use my instrument to try to find the right note. Now here's where that chromatic scale is going to come in handy, because let's say I'm humming that pitch, and my first guess is up here. I can already tell you that that's a higher pitch, the one I played on my trumpet. So to get closer to that note that I'm looking for without going past it, I'm just going to play my chromatic scale descending until I get to the note that I was humming. Do, 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 do. That's the one. So I have my trumpet here. I know that the note that I was just playing is E. So that's my key. That's what I think my key is. Now, all that I have to do is go right in here, figuring out the key of a song, make sure I'm in line with the day that I'm working on, and I'm going to write E. Boom. There it is. I'm all set. That's my key. Maybe even just write a full sentence. The key of my song is E. Great. So next, I'm going to work through the tonality with y'all.